I apologize about the super late upload today. You guys know I cannot miss a day of uploading. We've been on, quite a good streak for like the last year and a half, maybe even 2 years. I really don't know. Today has been kind of like a crazy day in and out of the hospital and stuff. So everything's good though. We're here. But I'll make it up to you guys in the next following days. Maybe like, a few days of like 2-3 uploads. I don't know. But there is something that I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. And I think that today is finally the perfect time to talk about it. There are some easy A's in Dokkan. Because recently, I'm not gonna lie, recently they have been botching. Or I guess some characters in Dokkan who get easy A's have been... they've been handed the L, I guess is all I could really say, right? And there's some characters in Dokkan that I'm definitely biased to, and you can let me know which characters, below that you are biased to. But when they get easy A's, I do not want Dokkan to fumble them. And for this video specifically, I want to talk about LR Tech by Broly and a few different things that I would do for his easy A, so that way, maybe Dokkan, if you're watching this video, listen, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. So if I put this out in the universe, you never know who's watching this video. So this is what I would do for Tech Broly. Hopefully someone's watching, and hopefully they put respect on this guy's name. Dokkan, please do not fumble Tech Bio Broly. So the issue with him right now in Dokkan is quite a few different things. His super attacks are not great in terms of obviously effects and whatnot. His transformation condition is definitely perfect. 4 turns is very easy. And the issue, or not the issue, but not having any start of turn attack and defense is what kills him, right? He's not a slot 1 character. And when you're in, an event like, let's say, Red Zone Broly, where he's attacking all, rotations or all slots, if this guy is in the 2nd slot or 3rd slot and he didn't super attack yet, he is going to get absolutely incinerated. We already know, and you already know, that Tech Bio Broly, sorry, when I say Tech and I'm thinking about Broly, Tech Bio Broly is the first thing that always comes out of my mouth. But anyways, when it comes to Tech LR Broly here, I think we can all agree, I think that we can all agree that he already puts up insane, crazy numbers, right? He doesn't fail. We've seen crazy attack stats from him. So I want his easy 8 to be more defensive based. This is what I would do, or what I would change for his passive skill specifically. Now, right now, it's currently 90% to attack and defense on super attack, extra attack, if it's an ultra super attack, and then he launches an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. That's all he does right now in base. This is what I would give him for his base here, if you will. I took care of the super. I'll show you guys the super attacks a little bit later, or I guess after this, but I want to focus on the passive for now. So I want to give him 3 turns of guard, just to make sure that in the beginning of fights, he's not going to be absolutely incinerated. And then I gave him 120% just to defense. Just give him defense. Again, this Broly is a character who's hitting crazy attack stats, especially with his active skill, right? So this is like the peak power in Dokkan. When you're giving a character like this an easy A, you can't just slap on 100% to attack start of turn, because when you factor in this, it's just going to be the strongest thing this game has ever. You have to take in consideration a character's peak when constructing an easy A, and so I feel like giving him any attack would be absolutely insane in terms of actually, like, you got to be really careful. So I gave him 120% defense and guard. The 90% attack and defense on super is the same. 60%. Wait, did I increase that? Here, let me see. Yeah, I increased it from 50% to 60%. So just a little extra attack if it's an ultra super attack. Then I gave him 3 ki and reduces damage received by 15% when facing only 1 enemy. So again, LVE, all the legendary events basically, or any, let's say you're in red zone or something, he's gonna have an extra 3 ki there. That's where he gets his ki, and then 15% damage reduction. When you're facing 2 or more enemies, he gets 5 ki, and then of course launches the additional super attack. So I gave him ki, I gave him damage reduction in here, Definitely, I mean, it's restricted damage reduction, but definitely, you know, not too bad. And then I slightly increased his attack output here, but keeping it a little bit chill. And then, of course, the guarding at 120% to his defensive stat. I think this is definitely a decent EZA, but what makes it better is when you take into consideration the super attack. So for me, when I make EZAs, I always do the passive first, because if you just say, let's say you start saying attack, like stack attack and defense or whatever, it's going to change the way you build the passive. So I like to build the passive first, then go back, see what the super attacks look like, and then change it upon what the new passive is, right? So for the new super attacks, I would like to see at least is definitely defensive raising on both, because he does not do that, but one of them at least to be stacking defense. Now remember that Broly's transformation is not an active skill. It happens automatically. So because it happens automatically, you can't just stack defense infinitely and, you know, just choose to transform whenever you want. So with that in mind, I wanted him to at least stack defense in 12th. And honestly, you can give him stack defense in 18 key as well, just to make sure that every super attack is helping him stack. But the 18 key is basically there in case you wanted to greatly raise defense just for one turn. Of course, he is greatly lowering enemies' attack and defense on 18 and just lowering attack and defense on 12. But I definitely wanted him to stack defense. I think, now that I'm thinking about it, a better build might just be stacking in both 12 and 18 key, because again, it is a restricted. You're only going to have 2 turns with this guy. Either turn 1 and turn 3, or turn... Oh no, hold on. Starting from the 4th turn. Yeah, so you either have 1 turn... Actually, yeah, maybe stacking defense on both 12 and 18 would have been better, because again, you only have him for a limited amount of turns. So you definitely want to go full additionals on this guy, by the way, if that's going to be the case. But anyways, that is my build for what I really want to see for Broly. Let's move in again in terms of his Super Saiyan state. Let's go into his legendary Super Saiyan state. So Broly, again, no attack and defense when he transforms in terms of start of turn, but he does have 100% on super attack and defense, 88% to attack on 18 key. He gets, what's it called, a additional that has a medium chance of becoming a super when facing only one enemy, and then the same guaranteed super when facing 2 or more enemies. This is what I changed for Broly in terms of his passive skill first. Looks like a lot, but it's not really a lot, but it kind of is, but it's not really, okay? So performs a critical hit for 3 turns from the start of turn. Of course, this is very, very good, because we know that active skills, they do a lot of damage when they crit. So can you just imagine doing this with the guaranteed crit? That's why I did that. So I wanted his active skill to be a guaranteed crit, but I said, why not just give him guaranteed crit immediately? We know that LR Broly here, the point is for this guy to be a monster. Broly in the anime, he just doesn't take damage. So I just don't understand how Broly and Dokkan just take so much damage. He should be nuking everything. Not nuking, he does nuke everything. I mean, this guy does, at least in terms of if you get, you know, right situation, but he should be tanking everything. He should not be taking damage. I wanted not Bio Broly. I want an LR Broly in the game, or some sort of Broly who just does not take damage. That's what I want to see. But anyways, performs critical hit for 3 turns from the start of turn, very fitting for Broly. He gets 2 key and defense plus 150%, sorry, at the start of turn. 2 key and defense plus 150%. So very high defense, of course. He reduces damage received by 15%. That's just unconditional now. So before, what it was is you had to be facing at least 1 enemy to get that 15% damage reduction in terms of, you know, the base EZA that I gave him. Sorry, not all of that, just highlight this. But now for the Broly, I wanted to give him that just unconditionally. And then attack and defense was 100% when performing super. I left that the same. And then I raised the attack here from 88% to 100% when performing an ultra super attack. So in terms of attack power, all I changed was the extra attack buff on 18 key. For here, I did it by 10%. It went from 50 to 60. And then for here, I did it went from 88 to 100%. That's all I changed for his attack. And granted, it's still going to have a big effect on his attack stats. It's even though it's a very small change, when you multiply all this into each other, and then he's going to do ridiculous numbers. Okay, just I can almost promise that to you. Key 3. So this went up from key 2. He gets key 3, reduces damage Z by 15%, and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when facing only one enemy. So you're facing one enemy, you're getting 30% damage reduction. And then key plus 5 and launches additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. So basically this Broly is critting. He has start of turn key now, and he's getting extra key from these like normal. But in total, if you're facing one enemy, he's gonna have 5 key. Facing 2, he's gonna basically be starting off with 7 key. The damage reduction again is there permanently. So this is what I want this Broly to look like. And then again, in terms of his super attacks, just greatly raising defense for 1 turn. And then the lowering that he performs greatly and massively, I changed it to just regular attack and not regular, but changed it to be affecting the enemy's both attack and defense, rather than just before it affecting only the enemy's defense. We don't really care about the enemy's defense, but we do care about the enemy's attack. If you can greatly or massively lower their attack, like this Broly's in something like SBR, I mean, you can definitely see that 100% actually. You can see this Broly in SBR. Maybe there won't be that many enemies left, right, for that additional super attack to come off. But when you transform and there's like, you know, an enemy or 2 left or whatever, let's say there's 1 enemy left in SBR. I mean, you're going to have, yeah, 30% damage reduction, 150, you're going to have guarantee crits, chance to perform additional super tag, really, like this guy, I think he's dude, I don't know, man. It's exciting thinking about this guy getting an easy A. And again, in SBR, when you're attacking, which is the point I'm trying to make before, and you massively lower their attack and defense, not only are you technically, you know, like because again, when you lower enemy attack and defense, right, they're going to hit less. It feels like your ally's defense got a lot better because, you know, their attack isn't as strong, but you're going to be doing more damage. I low-key see this ability, especially in slot 1, as almost like a support ability. Is basically what you're doing, right? You are allowing your allies on rotation to take less damage and do it's almost like you're raising allies' attack and defense by a certain percentage. I wonder what the actual equivalent of that would be. But if I have like a really weak Broly in slot 2 and this guy in slot 1, and the weak Broly is taking double digits because the enemy's defense was lowered by freaking 80%, right? I mean, like, he's looking good now, and he's gonna be doing more damage. Like, this to me is low-key a support ability, especially when it's both attack and defense. So Dokkan, listen, I'm putting this out in the universe. This entire video really only exists for me to wish and hope and put it out in the universe that Tech Broly's EZA is not fumbled. I want this man to be the best LR EZA in the game by far, and I think that Broly deserves that. If you guys think or want to see another Don't Fumble video, let me know who you'd like to see it on. Let me know, and I'll just go ahead and make that video, and of course, give you credit by posting your comment in the, in the screen for others to see, and just again to credit you. So thank you for that. Let's go ahead and end this video off here. Thank you for the love and support recently. Bio Broly, I did not mean to say that. Broly here deserves, again, to be the best character in the game after his EZA. That's just pure bias though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Broly. It is what it is. And let me know who you want to have one of the, like, which character are you so biased towards that you want their EZA to be the best in the game no matter what. And let me know what you'd give or what you'd change to that character. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.